Hi, it's Twi. Hope y'all are doing good. What's up? Happy Wednesday. Today, we're going to be bringing back something near and dear to my heart, my childhood. We're going to be playing Pokemon Platinum. Ooh, this is one of not only my first Pokemon game, which of course has been one of the most influential game franchises to my life, but this was just one of my first games in general. I feel like when I try to think back to what I would have played at a younger age than Pokemon, there's not a lot of like games that come to mind for me. This was definitely from when I was just a wee young lad, so I'm quite excited. Let me just grab something real quick. I wonder, is this going to be visible when I do this? No, okay. One sec. Alright, cool. Just doing a little config stuff. Yeah, today we're going to run it up. We're going to do a Nuzlocke because, I don't know, Pokemon is kind of easy when you're just playing the base game without any sort of added challenge for someone like me anyway, so we're gonna make it a little bit more exciting. We're gonna add some stakes. Let me just check what the level caps are for this game, because I did not think to do that in advance. Okay, cool. Hello, Chandra. Welcome. Dude, there's something so nostalgic about old Pokemon music. You know, the weird thing is, I feel like I get this nostalgic feeling for Pokemon music even from the ones that I haven't played. Like, they're just written in a way that sounds so peaceful and reminiscent in a lot of ways, but obviously this one is very nostalgic for me. Here we have Professor Rowan. Is Professor Rowan the oldest looking professor? Because he looks old, like, but he has a lot of facial hair still though. Like, for somebody with completely white hair like that, he got a lot of hair. That's respect. I do not need any extra info. Hello, Semi. What's up? Oh, man. Back when you would actually have, like, touchscreen mechanics for stuff, and it was so different. Oh, this takes me back to a different point in time, bro. I remember how revolutionary the touchscreen on the DS was back in the day. You know, in a lot of ways, I kind of miss handheld gaming. Because I feel like even though the Switch kind of does that, the games aren't built with it in mind in the same way as they used to be. And I think more so than that, why are all the joysticks nowadays so bad? Like, I ain't never heard of a DS that had stick drift. Not once in my life, bro. Like, if you think about it, I feel like stick drift is kind of a newer problem. Maybe it's just with, like, the DS. They were, like, the pads had such a short stick that there just wasn't, like, space to develop drift. I don't really know. I don't really get it. I'm trying to think back to if the Xbox 360 controllers that we had ever developed drift. And my gut is no, but I don't know that I used them enough to be a fair judge of that kind of statement. I'm curious. If any of you guys grew up with like Xbox or PlayStation more, did you guys get stick drift growing up? Because I'm really thinking back, and I swear I never like remember experiencing stick drift particularly. Okay, let me think. Both of the main characters have blue hair, which is pretty sick for me. Twinning. But I mean, Dawn has longer blue hair, and also her outfit is way cuter. So we're gonna play as Dawn. And then I am Twi. I don't, man, I never have room for the Telescopium anymore. One of these days we'll pick a game where I can have a really long name. Rep the new name change. This boy here, I believe he's your friend. Okay. You know, sometimes I wonder, like, they choose the main name for the rival, like Barry. That's fair. They let you pick your own name, obviously, because you got to be able to put a specific person as your rival. But why did they add just, like, extra generic guy names that you could add? Just in case you wanted to pick a regular dude bro name, but not Barry though, not the official one. Maybe you wanted Roy, maybe you wanted Gavin. I've never thought about that, but that is so random. Of course, I gotta come up with my own rival name. I'm gonna put Shiny. Okay, but imagine how crazy it would be if Shiny had a Shiny on his team. Because I think it's possible for your rival to have actually, wait, no, I don't know if it's possible for the rival to get a Shiny. I know, at least in Emerald and like Ruby Sapphire, it's possible that when Wally goes to catch his Ralts, that can be a Shiny. And you just, like, get to see him get a Shiny. I don't know if it stays a Shiny in his team. I have no idea. I just know it's possible. But I wonder if it's possible for your rivals to get Shinies. Of course, exponentially rarer in the old games. I think they're somewhere in the ballpark of 1 in 8,000 odds, which is, man, they really used to make it quite a grind if you wanted to get a shiny Pokemon, which I've still only ever gotten a few on the newer games. I've never gotten a shiny Pokemon on an old game. Not even once. So it would be crazy if we got one for the playthrough. I mean, surely we're gonna go and shiny reset my starter encounter until we get a shiny starter, because, you know, my starter's so special. I have to. No, I won't actually do that. We could be here for days if I did that. I wonder if Shiny has actually ever done that. Classic Pokemon game start. I feel like I'm trying to remember how many Pokemon games start with the idea, I want to go in the tall grass. Oh, but you can't go without a Pokemon. Oh, well, I'm going to do it anyway. And then you end up, like, getting caught out right before you do it. Like, Pokemon has to be one of the most formulaic, successful series, I think, of all time. Which is kind of interesting. I guess that's what gives it such a widespread appeal, though, is that all of the games kind of, you know what to expect. And if it's your first time, you know, you'll figure it out. Barry is a funny rival, though. It's 10 million Poké-Dollar fine if you're late, he says, after being late and not ready to leave. This guy, this goober. Let's go get a Pokemon, shall we? Can't get the run started without picking up our first friend here. Too slow. Alright, let's get moving to Professor Rowan's lab. What? Don't go into the grass, right? No worries, no problem. It doesn't matter that we don't have any Pokemon. Trust me on this one. I've got an idea. Okay, let him cook. Now listen. You know how wild Pokemon jump out when you go into tall grass? So what you do is, you scoot over to the next patch of grass before any wild Pokemon can appear. If we just keep dashing, we can get to Sand Gem Town without running into wild Pokemon. Okay, stick with me. Okay, here goes. On your marks. Hold it. I feel like yelling hold it is so goofy. Like, when would you ever do that in real life? I feel like you would always say wait or like stop or something more like that. You know what I mean? Hold it feels so goofy to me. I wonder if it's a translation thing. Maybe it makes more sense in Japanese and they just translated it kind of weirdly. You two don't seem to have any Pokemon between you. Then what is the meaning of going into the tall grass? Hey, Twi, this old guy. It's Professor Rowan, isn't it? What's he doing here? They tried to go into the tall grass because they wanted Pokemon. What to do? Their world would surely change if they were to meet Pokemon. Is it right for me to put them on that path? You two, you truly love Pokemon, do you? Yes, of course. Me too, I love Pokemon too. I will ask you once again, you two, you truly love Pokemon, do you? What? You can ask 100 times. The answer will never change. We'll both answer 100 times, we love Pokemon. Right, Twi? Yeah, of course. I wonder what happens if you say no, though. A pair of reckless kids who foolishly try to enter tall grass without Pokemon of their own. It worries me what people like that would do with Pokemon. Well, then forget about me, but give a Pokemon to my friend here. I mean, it was me who tried to go in the tall grass and all. How big of you. Very well then, I will entrust you two with Pokemon. Shout out to I'm so conflicted about saying shiny when it's not actually shiny. It's just the rival's dialogue, because he speaks nothing like shiny. Truthfully, he's way more of an airhead than shiny, but it is funny though. His dialogue is silly, but that is very mature of him to even suggest that. Okay. No more recklessly endangering ourselves. And here comes the lackey. Good old Lucas. Also, hello, Geo. Welcome. There it is, Lucas. Nice work. What I was about to do was to entrust these two with their own Pokemon. What? Those Pokemon are crucial. You're giving them away? We exist side by side with Pokemon. There comes a time when people should meet Pokemon. There is a world that should be explored together. For them, today is that time. The place right here. Go on, open the briefcase and choose a Pokemon. It is funny to imagine that a professor would just spontaneously give away 3 Pokemon that are supposedly like completely unique. You can't get them anywhere else. They're super rare. You just stumble into a couple irresponsible kids and be like, you know what? Let's hand them over. Let me quickly go to my game options and get the text speed on fast. We're gonna play on set mode because I'm a gamer and I can handle it. And then frame. Oh, are there any pretty ones? This one matches my colors. Let's see. There's always more options than I expect. There's 20. 14 looks kind of cool. But I think I like type 3 just being kind of sleek. Alright, so. Now, if I wanted to be optimal between these 3, I would pick Chimchar. Because Infernape is a really good Pokemon. And there's just not that many fire types in general, let alone good fire types, especially in these older games. The starter fire type is pretty much always the right move if you want to be optimal. That is if you want to be optimal, but Turtwig is my son. This is my day one, my little guy. From when I was a kid, I loved Turtwig. He was my favorite. He's still my favorite. So, of course, I'm going to do this with my baby. Even though he is definitely the worst of the three, I love him. Also, I found this, like, overlay online. So I can easily get an overlay of my team. Very cool. Rip Piplup. Piplup is good, too. So, I think, aside from anything else... Empoleon is really cool, and Water Steel is a great typing. But there are a lot of good water types, like there are a lot of good grass types, and therefore that's kind of why Infernape is the best, just because you have limited options, very limited options for fire types. But water and grass, you have plenty of options for other cool guys that are water and grass, if you want them, right? Torterra is probably the worst of the three in the sense that he's not even that good of a grass type. But I love him, damn it. He's cute, so it doesn't matter. That's my boy. We've both got Pokemon. There's only one thing to do. Okay, we gotta run the rival battle. There's something I just remembered, actually, that I want to check really quick. Oh, I guess the worst part about picking Turtwig is also that your rival will have... Chimchar, which is kind of tricky. So if I remember correctly, I believe Tackle can actually miss in the old games, which is just wonderful. Truly, there were some really bad moves in the old games, man. I'm also remembering in the old games, I believe... I'm pretty sure back in Platinum, they still had it where crits do double damage instead of an extra 50%, which that's gonna sting at some point if I do get crit by something, which I'm sure eventually it'll happen, so I'll have to be careful. Oh, would a crit have got me there? I don't think so. Would have been close though. 69 XP. Nice. There we go. Pokemon Trainer Shiny has been felled. There we go. See you later. All right. What do we got? You visit mom at home. Classic. What's the matter, dear? That's what happened to you? You and Shiny are lucky to have met Professor Rowan. Imagine if you didn't. I wouldn't like to think what the wild Pokemon might have done to you two. Go see Professor Rowan and thank him properly for your Pokemon. Slabs in Sandgem Town. Yep. And then we get the running shoes. Very nice. Very cool. I have one other confession to make. As an adult gamer, who, I mean, frankly, I do have time, but I have other things that I would prefer to be doing at times anyway. I do have a plan. Here we go. So we are going to be using candy in order to expedite things a little bit. We're not going to have to level grind everything. I will be playing where I won't overlevel the next gym leader because it would be just too easy. There's no point, obviously, if you can just be as high level as you want. But I figure we'll skip the grinding, you know? Because a lot of these old games are very XP grindy. Okay, you can miss Tackle in the old games. And it's only 35 power. Wow, Tackle is terrible. Absorb, mind you, also garbage. A whopping 20 base damage. Whew. Sheesh. But we will make do. We will make do. You know, I really wonder why they decided to make Absorb only 20, but Water Gun and Ember 40. Like, did they really think that the healing off of Absorb was so broken that it deserves to be half power? That's crazy. Too slow, Twi. I'm sick of waiting. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go and catch a legendary Pokemon at the lake and not just go visit Professor Rowan. Surely that'll happen. That's so true, Shiny. Let's go. I'm trying to remember what Pokemon this even is. Was this a shiny Gyarados? Or is it an actual legendary? Oh, there's Cyrus. I forgot about this guy. The flowing time, the expanding space. I will make it all mine one day. Cyrus is my name, remember it. Until then, sleep while you can, legendary Pokemon of the lake bed. And then out he goes. Mysterious old geezer. I think that's Mesprit, maybe. It's one of the genies. I can tell. You hear that? That was the legendary Pokemon. Yep. We don't have Pokeballs, though. Wait, what? We don't have anything on us. You know, Pokeballs. P-O-K, accent, E-balls. My bad. Pokeballs. You're right. We don't have those? Yes. Okay. So we need to go. We need to go and get Pokeballs, and then the run can start properly. Yeah, it'll be fun while we're just kind of traversing here. I had a funny moment earlier today. I was checking out my YouTube Music Wrapped, because I don't really use Spotify. So I was looking at my YouTube Music recap for 2025, since they're distributing those now. And my entire top 5 songs were all Suisei songs off of the same album. The one that she put out earlier this year, Shinsei Mokuroku. It was funny. It showed me, it was like, your top song of the year was Deadpool by Suisei. And I'm like, ooh, that's a banger. You know what? Okay, fair. And it's like, but don't forget about these other ones. And then it just shows me 4 more songs from the same album. And it was using, like, the album cover to show you the song with, like, an image highlight. It wasn't actually showing the names. So it was like, but don't forget about these other ones. And then it shows me the same picture 4 more times. But I listened to a lot earlier in the year to Suisei's album, man. I still listen to it a fair bit now, but especially earlier in the year, dude. I ended up being in the top 1% of Suisei listeners. I think top 0.8. So, real Hoshiyomi represent. My top 5 is always really scuffed because it tends to skew based on if I'm looping like one song so that I can learn how to sing it, or if I'm doing stuff on stream. Like Shadow was my my number 3 artist, just because a lot of the time when I do chatting streams and I need BGM, I just put on his like playlist of maybe 6 or 7 songs that are just like loopable background music. And so that bumped him all the way to my number 3. But my top 2 was Suisei and Camellia, and that's what it should be, so I was happy to see that. Man, why does Shiny always thud into my face, bro? Watch where you're going. What the? Oh, it's you, Twi. That old guy, he's not so scary. As much as he... Oh, sorry, he's not scary so much as he is totally out there. Doesn't matter, Twi. I'm out of here. See you later. Okay, he just forgot that he was gonna go catch a legendary Pokemon. Just off somewhere else. Doing his thing. Good old Shiny. Ooh, the music here is so, like, soothing. Well, well, look who's here. That's me. Have a look at my Turtwig. Seems to be rather happy. Yippee! Entrusting you with that Turtwig was no mistake, it seems. Would you like to give it a nickname? Okay, so here's where we gotta make another call. What nickname theme do we want to have for the squad? My most common naming scheme, what I usually do is I do food. Food is like, because it's just so easy. It's so splashable. I also think maybe in the spirit of doing the YouTube music and Spotify Wrapped for the end of the year, what if we did like song names or like artists? But if I do artists, they're all just gonna be VTubers, right? I don't listen to enough different artists, so you know what? Let's do song names. Let me pull up my YouTube music so that I can get a good feel for what I could choose from. What do I want to name my son? Has to be a very special song to me. Of course. How many characters do I have to work with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10. Okay. You know what? Suisse is my top artist this year. Let's do the top Suisse song. My son, Bibbidi Ba. Bibbidi Ba, my goat. Let's do it. I will cherish my Turtwig. Thank you so much, Professor. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boowa is safe in my hands. Now I'm thinking, you guys ever see those memes where it's supposed to be like a scammer? And you'll get a message on, it was like, I think the one that I'm thinking of is like a message on Steam from Hoshimachi Suisse, and it's like, hello, it's me, Hoshimachi Suisse. Look, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boowa. Please buy me this game. I think I saw one where it was supposed to be Otto, and it's like, hello, it's me, Otto. Look, usewa. I think the Steam format is a bit newer, though, because I remember seeing those, I think, as, like, Facebook messages as the format a long time ago. And the one that I think of was, like, I don't know, like, hey, it's me, Michael Jackson. I need your help, $200 to travel to the US to continue my music career. Hee hee. They just write hee hee at the end. Or, like, something stupid like that. One of these guys gives me a potion, right? What? I thought I remembered one of these guys giving me a potion. Oh, that might be Generation 3, actually. Alright. Twi, hello. TM27. Return. Okay. Could be useful on specific Pokemon, but you gotta get your friendship up really high, which can be tricky. The other sort of notable thing about TMs in these old games is that you can only use them once. In all of the newer games, a huge quality of life upgrade is that TMs are permanent. You get one and you can use it as many times as you like, which is fantastic. So convenient. But in the modern games, you know, they I think they account more for like post game than they used to back in the day. So they used to only be one use, you know. You get one Earthquake TM, you better cherish that, because Earthquake is a really good move, but you can only do it once. Like, I can only imagine how tricky it must have been to raise competitive Pokemon teams back in the olden days. It must have been so inconvenient. Because, like, what happens if it's one of the TMs that isn't at a store, so you can't buy it? and you've already used it, but you need it. Like, do you just start a whole new game? Maybe. Premier Ball as an added bonus. Heck yeah. I will take a couple of antidotes. Here, I'll take 3. I'll take a paralyzed heal. Just in case I end up needing them. You never know. And then I think we have to let Lucas here show me how to catch a Pokemon, because it's just so complicated. I just have no idea what I would ever do. Oh, I have to go talk to my mom again? Holy side quests, man. Can I catch stuff now? I'll check. If so, my first encounter, very solid, a Starly. Certainly better than like a Bidoof. Although Bidoof is useful as an HM carrier. I forgot that we're gonna need a team slot to carry all the HMs in the old games. Because that's another quality of life thing that they changed over the years. Is having it so that your Pokemon didn't have to actually know the HMs. If it was in your bag, it just works. But back in the olden days, you had to burden one of your Pokemon with a bunch of garbage moves. Namely, Cut is by far the worst. Cut is garbage. Strength is also bad, but not quite as bad. Yippee! First encounter, we get a Starly. Welcome, friend. Alright, if I was a Staraptor, what song name would I be? Yo, what's up, Darwin? What about Flash? Oh, Flash is trash, you're right. Flash gotta be worse. I forgot that move is an HM. Oh, ew. Oh, no. If I wasn't playing on stream, I'd probably be the type of person to just avoid using it by looking up the cave maps and just blind traverse it. Nah, that's too annoying though. On these older games, it's not that hard to begin with. I'll probably just teach something, you know. Every party needs the obligatory barrel with all of the garbage moves. Okay, wait, now that you're here. So my naming theme that I decided was song names. I'm going to look at the new Lapix album because there was some cool stuff on there. Let me see if anything jumps out at me. Oh, some of these names are too long, though. We could do Aura. Just Aura. Hold on, guys. My Starly is Aura farming real quick. That's so stupid, bro. Bruh, literally all of the song names on Genix Aura are too long except for Aura. So I guess we're going with Aura the Starly. That album was good though, honestly. I liked it a lot. I think my favorite song off memory was Dive in Music. That song was really cool. From what I remember. I've only listened to that album once or twice. I think I threw it on at least once during a workout session for my first listen, and I was like, damn, this is good workout music. Like, dude, rhythm game music while you're working out goes so hard. I never used to know. Yes, that is the Suisse song on my Turtwig, of course. I would like you to know I am a top 1% Suisse listener. I was talking earlier. I thought it was so funny. I was looking at my my recap for YouTube Music this year, and it showed me my top song was Deadpool from Suisse's album that came out this year, which is the same album that Bibbidi Ba is on, right? And so it shows me the little album cover for Shinsei Mokuroku is the album. And it was like, your song of the year was Deadpool. But wait, don't forget about these other bangers. And then it showed me the same album cover 4 more times because my entire top 5 was the same album. Like, don't forget these other hidden gems. They're all just, we say, on the same album anyway. But it's because when I use YouTube Music, when I actually go onto a music app to listen to stuff, I play albums. I'm a big album person. Like, I'll pick a vibe that I want. I'll pick an artist that hits the vibe that I'm looking for in that moment, and I'll just throw up an album and not think. I just like to enjoy the artistic experience of the motions going through an album. And so that album was really high for me. Definitely my most played of the year. Yeah, Camelia's my number 2 this year. I didn't see that many songs by Camelia get like ranked really highly for me. I think Mega Taskaru is really high because I did like that song a lot, and also I looped it a bunch while I was practicing it before I made my cover. But I love Camelia, dude. Chimera Dragons came out earlier this year. That album was great, dude. Chimera Dragons is a sick album. And I still listen to the UUFO album as well a lot. And there's like, I think Crystallized is the really old album that has Crystallized and like Nuclear Star and them on it. I like that album too. There's so many timeless ones for Camelia, man. I love music, bro. I love music. A lot of catching up to do. I think that this year Chimera Dragons was a really, really good album for Camelia. He also put out Moving, which was the Camelia and Nanahira full album, which I was like, oh my god, dude, they're still making music together? That's so sick. It was so fun. Because I feel like Camelia and Nanahira gotta be the most iconic like rhythm game music duo just in history. Like, there's nobody on top of those two. They have so many iconic songs for that genre. Also, I'm just thinking about the fact that in the old games, they really made tackle weaker than quick attack and made it so that you could miss. Why did they make tackle so garbage in the old games, bro? Why did they make it so bad? Dude, tackle is genuinely so ass in the old games. Oh my god. That is horrible. We also got... what is this? Minus defense plus special attack Starly? That is not good. Wait, I just realized. Oh! I wasn't supposed to get an encounter on this route. My starter is from this route. I'm gonna need a computer. Next time I'm at a PC. Next time I'm at a PC, your aura farming is done, Starly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules, except I do. You know what? It's a really bad Starly anyway. It's actually genius that I caught a Starly where it was illegal. Because now I'm going to be able to get another shot at getting a Starly that doesn't suck. There's no computer in here, though. Okay. Yes, give me a heal. We get the journal. So now we can be journaling. Very important. You know, it always is kind of crazy that your parents in the Pokemon games are just like, oh, you're gonna go explore the world all by yourself now? All right, have fun with that. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. That is a crazy thing to think. But I mean, I guess there's nothing that crazy to worry about. I mean, I say that Pokemon are actually kind of dangerous, but you know what? Everybody seems to know how to wield them, so there's no danger if you know what you're doing. All right, so I need to go to a PC. Man, it feels so nice when you don't want to encounter anything and you walk through the grass and nothing jumps you. All right. Starly. I made a mistake. I wasn't supposed to catch you, so you are gone. Bye-bye. No more Starly. Goodbye. Aura farming is over. Sorry, little bro. What happens to the best of us, you know? What are you gonna do? Sometimes you accidentally make a catch where you're not supposed to. Surely, we'll just find another Starly up here at Verity Lakefront. Or Lake Verity, I guess. You know, I wonder if it's ever correct to wait to get like a water encounter later in the game, but I'm sure there will be enough that it's fine. So let's just get something from the grass. Somewhere's got to give me the Bidoof to put all my HMs on. There we go. There we go. That's my goat that's gonna sit in the party and do nothing other than carry the annoying moves. Every team needs one. I'm gonna give him a Premier Ball because he's just that integral to the experience. No! What? Dude, I tried to give you swag. Why did you do that? Just to land a 1 damage tackle? The audacity. Bro. I tried to make him cool. I tried to pimp him out. He didn't want it. Would I kill him if I click absorb? I'm level 9. I feel like I might. I'm scared. I don't want to click it. Come on. Why is this Bidoof like so evasive to just being on my team? Hello? What is your problem, sir? This guy, bro. What is your deal? And the critical hit. He's BMing me. Get in the ball, dude. You cannot be for real. I'm gonna go for absorb. It's 20 base power. There's no way this kills. There's genuinely no way this kills. I will cry. Oh, okay. I did crit him. I was thinking to myself, I wonder if a crit will kill because it does double damage in the old games. I did genuinely crit him, but it doesn't kill, so it's for the better, I guess. Oh my god, dude. Don't scare me like that. All right. That was a lot harder than it probably should have been. We got Bidoof. All right. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking, right? Bidoof is like the background music of our team as an album, right? This is the song that gets snuck in there because it's inoffensive. It fills that role. But nobody's going out of their way to look for it, right? Bidoof should be coworker music. Bidoof should be coworker music. The question is what flavor? Like, I don't know. What's like a super generic pop song that came out this year? Like Espresso, maybe? It's a good song. I don't know anybody who goes out of their way to listen to Espresso, but it's a nice song. You know, I wouldn't bash anyone if they did. It kind of fits the color scheme as well. I'm kind of down with it. Okay, Espresso. Let's go. Is it a good Bidoof? Also, yes, the lake theme, one of the best Pokemon themes of all time, bro. Gen 4 had such good music. But I just love the Pokemon music in general. Like, I found this one channel that does these really nice piano arrangements of Pokemon music with, like, rain ambience laid over it. It is so good for when I just want to like have something while I'm working, or just something to like calm me down if I'm stressed or something. Those just put me in such a like zen, cozy state of mind. I love it. Okay, we just get a very neutral Bidoof. Nice. Simple. Just a simple guy. Go ahead and level him up. It is a male Bidoof, so maybe instead of espresso, I could have gone with like, what's like a guy who makes coworker music? Like, I don't know, Imagine Dragons or something like that. We could have gone like the K-pop route if we wanted an easy thing for that, but I don't know. I don't feel like Bibarrel is giving K-pop. It might just be me. I don't know. I don't know if he gives me that like idol vibe. I mean, Bibarrel is pretty inspirational though. Like Bidoof, generational Pokemon. I guess all Pokemon are generational since they're organized by generations. If you think about it, they all define a specific generation. But I guess that doesn't have to make them generational to be part of a generation. What would be like a generational Gen 4 Pokemon other than my son Turtwig? My goat Bibbidi-Ba. I wonder. Pachirisu. Oh, gotta be Pachirisu. With the iconic World Championships win, that's a generational talent right there. No longer good, but iconic. Timeless. Let me buy... I'm going to spend all of the money I have left on more Pokeballs. Just because Bidoof somehow used like 7. Alright, now we should be poised to go and catch some more friends. Sandgem, I think, doesn't have anything. And then this route, I think we need a fishing pole for. But there is an antidote. Pretty baller. Nice that we get a little reward for exploring. Are you going to teach me how to catch Pokemon now? You know, it really should check for if you already have a Pokemon. Like, oh, I'll demonstrate how you catch a Pokemon here. It's like, dog, how do you think that I have a Bidoof in my party right now? What do you think? I traded someone for it? It fell out of the sky? Like... And they clicked the button so slowly. Like, get on with it, bro. There you go. You did it. You caught your level 2 Bidoof. Congratulations, Lucas. Good job, bro. I'm proud of you. Does give me 5 Pokeballs, though. Thank you. Very kind. Alright, we will be playing Dupe's Claws. So if I find another Bidoof, I get to go for something else. I'm trying to think what else I could catch here. I think Shinx might be available on this route. Okay, another Starly, though. I won't complain about another Starly. Now the real question is, do we also name this one Aura, or do we pick a different name? Okay, surely I can use Absorb on this, right? It's not even... It's literally not very effective. This has to be a safe way to chip it. Yeah, we're chilling. We can get it to, like, yellow. And dupe my claws? What if I do? I guess it depends what kind. Like, if you have... What kind of claws would be dupeable? If you have white claws, you could just buy some more. If you have claws as in like long nails, you know, you could like buy more press-ons or something. Could you ever like design, I don't know if you could put 2 press-on nails on at the same time, but maybe you could design ones that had like a split down the middle. You get like 2 really long nails on each nail. That would be crazy. Raccoon claw. Do raccoons have claws? I feel like they just have little fingers, don't they? And they have the opposable thumbs. So they can go in your trash. Let's see. Okay, I did the last Starly wrong, so this one will also be Aura. Just reincarnated onto a different route. My life of how I got reincarnated as a Starly twice. It's even mild nature again. This is the same Starly, bro. On God, this is actually the same Starly. I got the same garbage nature twice. Well, you know what? That's okay. I am doing a Nuzlocke, yeah. I've played a lot of Pokemon in my day. I used to play competitive doubles a lot, so I figured it'd be more interesting if I made it a Nuzlocke. Shouldn't be anything too difficult, I don't think. But I still wanted a more casual experience, you know. I've done like difficulty hacks and stuff like that, and they can be kind of fun, but I don't feel like looking at a calculator. I just wanted to re-enjoy my first Pokemon game after a while. I thought it'd be fun. No problem. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your stay. We finally have our first trainer battle a whole hour down the line. Man, they really make the intro to these games so long in the older ones, bro. Here we go. Generic youngster trainer. No way, youngster Tristan. I always remember this guy because of the Small Ant video where he figures out how to beat Pokemon Platinum without taking a single point of damage. And he had to catch a Starly and grind it to like level 40 before fighting this first trainer in the game because the Starly has quick attack. So he had to go all the way to like a level 40 Staraptor in order to kill the Starly in one hit with quick attack, and he had to grind it off of Cricketots because that was the only way to safely XP grind. Which is just insane. But Small Ant is just a funny streamer for that reason. Like, I think I remember seeing Wolfie make a reaction to that video, and he put it perfectly when Small Ant was like, getting the daycare changes the whole run. Now all I have to do is bike up and down and I can get my Pokemon to level 100. So I went off stream and I biked for 8 hours. And he was like, this guy just nonchalantly said he biked for 8 hours. I don't normally fear people, but I fear this guy. And I was like, that's true. Having the patience to do that is obscene. Because like you know that it's possible. You could even just like go off stream, rare candy them, and then say that you got them from the daycare, right? Rare candy to like 99, put them in the daycare, get them back. But no, he really is the type of guy to bike up and down for 8 hours just for the authenticity of the run, which you gotta respect it. I also thought it was crazy that after doing that, he ended up putting himself in a situation where he could choose to bike some more to guarantee how to beat a fight with a new Pokemon, or he could use Rock Tomb, which is only 80% accuracy, and that's his only way to not take damage. And if he misses it, he takes damage. So he used Rock Tomb, he missed, and so he has to reset to the last gym. And then he biked all the way, the whole, like, I think it was 8 hours again. And he didn't instead change his strategy to give him a tool for the fight that time. He just taught Rock Tomb again and sent it. Just 20% to have to do another 8 hours of biking. Which is diabolical. I can't even imagine, dude. I would be just terrified to click that. That's like watching paint dry for 8 hours. And then, like, it's not literally flipping a coin to see if you go back, but I mean, why would you even want to put yourself in a circumstance that feels that way? That's just insane. I think I have enough HP that I can just switch to Starly and kill it with wing attack. Does Burmy even get an attack? It has tackle, okay. It does, like, nothing. Does this kill? Probably. Yes, sir. Aura's cracked. So when I'm getting XP on Aura the Starly, can I call it Aura farming? I'm sorry. Intrusive thought. That was stupid. Isn't Looker up here? I think. Oh, and there's Trainer School. He's gonna drag me over to Trainer School. Oh, there's Looker behind the lamppost. I see him. That guy, what's he doing? Look at him move so fast. What? How did you know? How did you unmask me as a member of the International Police? A bit of a self-report. It's just making small talk. You claim you are only making conversation, do you? But I know better not to believe that. No, no, no. You recognized right away that I was someone extraordinary. That's why you spoke to me, is it not? Your power of observation is fearsome. Quite admirable you are. Now that my cover's been blown, let me introduce myself. I'm Globetrotting Elite of the International Police. My name... No, I shall inform you only of my code name. My code name, it is Looker. It is what they all call me. Incidentally, is the saying, don't be a thief, familiar to you? No, I love stealing. No, you claim not to know it. How could that be? Perhaps your mama has said it, but you've forgotten it like usual. Now listen, my friends, it is wrong to take what belongs to others. And fortunately, there are apparently those who do not heed those words. In Sinnoh, in fact, there are criminals stealing the Pokemon of others. I have therefore been on the lookout for characters arousing my suspicion. Oh, the Versus Recorder. Why did they ever get rid of the Versus Recorder, by the way? Literally, why did they remove this technology? You used to be able to actually record your battles in-game, and then they just made it so that you can't do it anymore. You have to wonder, like, was it really that intensive to keep the code in for it? Alright, off goes Looker. Thank you anyway. There's Trainer School. Apparently Shiny is in there. Classic Shiny. Being smart and studious. Learning things. Such a distinguished gentleman. I'm trying to remember if you get anything from the Trainer School. X attack. I will not be using items in battle, so that's basically just money to me. I can sell it. Memorized everything on the blackboard. After all, it's the trainer's job to avoid having their precious Pokemon hurt in battle. That's true. I'm sure I already know everything on the blackboard. But I'll look. I get my town map. Thank you. Orberg City is where we're headed. Status changes. I already know how all of those work. Do any of the trainers give me stuff? These guys are battles, right? Yeah. We could take a little extra battle. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Starly. His Starly is only level 6. It doesn't even have wing attack yet. This guy is a baby. Okay, X attack is kind of scary, though. Why are you doing that? How much does this do? Okay, never mind. X attack is not kind of scary. I lied. Me when I lie. Rocking a clean 4 damage off of that quick attack. Truly terrifying. Does he give me an X attack for beating him? No. Okay. Let's see what the other girl has. School kid Christine with the Bidoof. Okay, you know what? We can do some science here. Let's see if Absorb or Tackle is stronger. I think Tackle is maybe marginally stronger. Because 20 with the 1.5 stab boost gets you to 30. Whereas Tackle's 35. Now, mind you, oh, that looked like more than... Well, I guess actually going from 30 to 35 is a 1 in 6... Or 1/6 increase. That's more than you would think. A potion! What? Oh, that reminds me. The trainers in game are probably going to use potions too, aren't they? I kind of forgot that when you play these games, everybody has potions. Because the last time that I'd been grinding a Nuzlocke was when I was playing Run and Bun a lot. Oh, critical hits are so broken in this game, dude. You know, they don't use any not held items. They don't use any like potions or anything like that because you also literally are not allowed to in the game. They disable the bag feature because they're evil. Yeah, one of the biggest things I've noticed going back and playing this, like, older style Pokemon game is everything happens so much slower. Like, attention spans used to be so much better. I would have never thought about it back in the day. Oh, this is where we get the Pokegauge for the Pokemon Watch? I don't know why they call it that. Poketch. Alright, we speak to the clowns. Does a Pokemon grow by defeating others and gaining XP points? Yes, it does. That is factual. Truth Nuke, Truth Bomb, Super Truth Nova. Let me buy some more Pokeballs while I'm up here as well. Oh, there's 2. Wait, there's a second store clerk. What are you selling? Ah, this is where you buy mail. I remember mail is always a funny option to have when I was playing... What's it even called, dude? Pixelmon back in the day. Before... I think Cobblemon is kind of the more popular one nowadays for, like, Pokemon mods on Minecraft. But I used to love Pixelmon when I was younger, and so you would use the mails to troll each other. You just write something stupid in the envelope and send it. Not that I was much of a troll, though. I didn't even read what the clown said. I just mashed A. But I think he was talking about held items, which, yes, can do that. I swear I always run into this clown in the order, like, 1, 3, 2. Like, am I crazy? Like, which clown was this one? Why do you get Coupon 2 from an area that requires you to run past Coupon 3? Like, who thought that? That's so silly. But there we go. We get the Pokemon watch. Yippee! A calculator, some other thing that I don't know, and then the one that shows all of the friends at the bottom of the screen. I like that one. So now we get 2 new encounters. We have the Route 204 encounter up here that we can take. And also a Paralyze Heal. Clutch. Let's see what we get. Something cool, something good. Badoo. I don't know how necessary they're gonna be since we have my son Turtwig, but it doesn't hurt. I don't know if there's much else I could have gotten on this route, to be fair. Growth. Okay, chill with that, though. Like, please just go in the ball. Why is the catch rate on everything so low in this game? None of these like, it is astonishing. I can't catch anything without doing damage first in the old game. You know, in the new ones, you throw like a few Pokeballs at them. It doesn't matter if they're full HP. You're chilling. Like, the problem is, I think that if we both click Absorb, I don't even know if I net damage. I net like 2 HP of damage. But if I click Tackle, that might just kill like straight up. But if not straight up, a crit definitely kills. Like, a crit would wipe this dude off the face of the universe if I click Tackle. I guess, look, he's under full HP. Maybe the game will see that and think, oh, wow, you know, he tried his best. Let's go ahead and give him the catch. 3 shakes and out? Who's got more room after 3 shakes? That's so many calories, dude. Come on. Boink. You cannot be for real. Twice? This Badoo is a demon, bro. I can't catch it. He's spending all of me money. I thought I was gonna do it again, bro. I was like, no way. Genuinely no way. But we're good. Welcome, Badoo, to the squad. Alright, let me think. Roserade? Kind of a baddie. I need some boss energy on whatever song that I pick here. Ooh. Maybe Toa song? I don't know if any of the ones from the new album speak to me as much. Let me look at her older album for song ideas. Look at Aster. God, I love this album. Look, San Vitalia is a song where the background is like a bunch of flowers. Does it fit? Oh, it barely fits. San Vitalia. I love this song. Let's go for it. One of my favorite Toa songs. So good. Did we get a good Badoo? Lax. That is extremely average. The good thing is we got poison points, which I believe upgrades to technician if we ever go all the way to Roserade. Whereas if we had natural cure, that's not a like horrible ability, but it's certainly not as impactful. Da-da-da-dun. Do-do-do-dun. All right. I feel like I remember another rival battle coming up, so I'm going to put my Starly at the front for safety. And I'm going to buy more Pokeballs because I seriously need more, dude. These have been some tough catches, dude. I can only even afford 3. I'm poor. I have no money. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hello, Shiny. Tell me you got a little tougher. Alright, yep. There is a rival battle. I remember those. Look at his little dance. Okay, the Starly mirror, but mine is 2 levels higher. I mean, his Starly is just so much worse because it doesn't have wing attack. So he does 7, which is a pretty hefty hit. I gotta give respect where it's due. But I think wing attack into quick attack should definitely get the kill here. Yes, sir. Nice and safe. The other benefit of leaning into Starly here is I know that Starly is useless for the Rock Gym anyway, so I don't really have to worry about over-leveling by accident. Oh, level 9 on the Chimchar is kind of scary, though. Goes for Leer. Okay, let me think. If I don't kill, if it's a damage range, I don't get the kill. Does a scratch crit kill me? Probably? I think I'll risk it though. It'll be fine. We just get the kill. It's chill. We don't need to worry about it. We're vibing. We're big chillin'. Get cooked, Shiny. Can I say it's too easy? Gonna be the world's toughest trainer. Go get your first badge. I believe in you. We get another encounter here. I'm trying to think what this could even be, because I swear we've already caught like every early game Sinnoh Pokemon other than Shinx and Kricketot. Those are the only 2 I can think of that I don't have already. Or I guess he doesn't make that noise yet. That's Cricketune. But yo, we get the bean. My guy. This guy is like a song name in himself, bro. No. Why does nothing catch in this game? I don't understand. So I need like a really goofy song for this guy, surely. None of these Pokemon have like a reasonable catch rate. This is genuinely insane. Okay, huge chip damage with the absorb right there. I'll hit him with 2. Another absorb. Cooking him. Okay, since he's not clicking Bide, I can still just keep clicking absorb safely. Not quite yellow HP, but he's gonna let me put it in yellow HP. That's good. I still don't think I kill it with a crit, so I think we're safe. Alright, surely yellow HP Kricketot gotta be a catch, bro. Like, you... I will flip out if this does not go in the ball. That would be obscene. Whew, okay, chillin'. Big chillin'. My god, bro. The way I really thought... I really thought he was gonna find a way. Okay. I need a song that is silly enough to match the vibe of the... You know what? I think... Here's my thinking. Kricketune, one of the most known Pokemon for repeating his sound. You know what's a song that follows that philosophy? Bakshin. Bakshin. That, they have to be, like, on the same brainwave, I feel like. It's the same aura, different IP. What did I just click? I don't even know what that was. Kricketot, we have a quiet nature. That is bad. Cool. Very epic, awesome sauce. Look, never hurt nobody to have a Kricketot. I'm gonna try to beat the game deathless, but push comes to shove if Bakshin needs to go. Yeah, that is a sacrifice that could be made. This evolves at level 10? Oh, damn. I didn't realize it was that early. My goat. He said the thing. Fury Cutter. That is not good still, but that's okay. Oh, you get Stun Spore? Oh my god. That would have been so useful for catching stuff. Okay. Well, that's a good use for Badoo. Is having Stun Spore available. That'll make it a lot easier to catch stuff. Especially since I only have 5 Pokeballs, so I gotta make them count. You know, kind of off topic. But while I have some downtime, I'm thinking about how much baking I want to do. Because I have to do some baking probably tomorrow off stream. I've got some family Christmas event stuff coming about. and I need to make a whole bunch of brownies. I know for a fact that I need to make at least my 2 trays of brownies. Some for my grandma and some for my mom's side of the family. One of the family Christmas things, I'm not even going there, but my grandma really likes when I make her brownies, so I was like, you know, I could still make you brownies, Grandma. It's okay. My dad will be there. He'll pass them down. Okay. So I just kind of made a mistake. This Cricket's Hot took a non-zero amount of damage, and it went for bide, which means that he is going to return back double what I just hit him for. I need to go into damage control, and so I'm gonna switch out to Bidoof, because if somebody gotta die, I guess probably Bidoof is not so bad. Maybe Cricketoon dying is better, though. Oh, I could click Defense Curl. Maybe that'll... Does that help? Ow! Okay, we're fine. The Defense Curl did not help. I didn't realize Bide is a priority move. Okay, so instead of messing around, let's just go to Starly and make sure that I kill it. I mean, wing attack kills. It's fine. I would have been really dumb if wing attack did not kill there. I would have felt really stupid. But we're fine. It did kill. And then Zubat stinks. So I can easily beat this. Wow. Dude, Starly is goated. It is a Nuzlocke. What's up, Jake? Yeah, just regular old Platinum, gotta be a Nuzlocke. It would be way too easy to just play it normally. I mean, honestly, it still is, like, very, very comfortable. Clair Obscure Expedition 33 when? I don't know, when it's on a really good sale. That game is kind of expensive. It's not AAA, but it's certainly not free. Okay, Shanks. 7 Intimidate. I know it can. Okay, but he didn't get a good one, though. His Shanks is bad. Big Leer. Yeah, what was I saying? I gotta make a bunch of brownies tomorrow. So what I'm thinking is I wonder if I should make cookies while I'm at it. I guess I would have to make them at separate times if I did that, though, actually, because I need the bowls to make the brownie batter, and I would need the bowls to chill the cookie dough at the same time. So, because my thinking was like, oh, I can make the cookies and then make the brownies while the dough is chilling, but I don't think I have enough bowls for that. The cookies do need a decent amount of space. That's true, yeah. I'm probably just gonna make the brownies because I got some family gatherings coming up. I need to make brownies for people because they asked me to. So I was like, okay, I got you. Okay, I can't do like any damage to this Machop. I forgot that fighting... Does fighting still resist bug? Yeah, it does. It does. That's a weird interaction. I know bug resists fighting, but I forgot that it goes both ways. Also, yeah, I have like the level caps pulled up, but I'm certainly not planning my fights for vanilla Pokemon Platinum. I think I'll be okay, you know. Maybe I'll take a quick look at the Elite Four before I go into that if I really need to, but outside of that, I think I'll manage. Even then, I mean, I think off of memory alone, I'll probably be fine in that regard. Are you a trainer? You are. I'm just choosing to fight everyone. So I did it then wipe to berry? Really? Oh no! Wait, is Barry actually like not trash later in the game? Me when I misclick growl. Huge. It's okay, I just wanted to hear him make the sound again. Also, dude, I know the old Pokemon music is so peak, bro. It's so nostalgic. I was talking about it earlier, but I found this channel that has a bunch of really nice piano arrangements of all the Pokemon soundtracks. And they put like rain ambiance over it, and it's so soothing, bro. I gotta send you sometime. Like, they have this really good one for, it's one of the Mystery Dungeon games. I think it's Explorers of Sky, maybe? They have a Pokemon Platinum one. They have so many good ones. It's just like, I love putting it on when I'm like working or studying or just trying to like, I don't know, chill in some capacity. It's super cozy, dude. Yeah, I'll send it. I'll send it. Let me just finish my Cricketune sweep. Let's go, Cricketune, my goat. Should have been a Shinx, but you know what? I still love Cricketune, so it's fine. He's funny. Shinx might have been, like, pretty good, but Cricketune is funny. Also, here you are. There's the music. I'm just gonna keep battling all these guys for fun. I feel invincible. With the power of Bakshin the Cricketune by my side, what could ever go wrong? Psyduck. Yeah, sometimes I think about the fact that Psyduck isn't a psychic type. I feel like it really should have been. Like, they really made a water type where his whole thing is that he uses confusion and then didn't make him a psychic type. Although I guess that does embody the essence of being confusing, doesn't it? Dude, I can't believe they give you Cricketune at level 10. This guy is a demon. He's soloing the entire route. Oh, thank you. More X items. I can sell those. Like, genuinely, I'm surprised at how little money you get in the early game for Platinum. Actually, I don't think it's that little money. I think it's just that nothing catches easily. Like, it takes so many Pokeballs to get anything in this game that I've burned through so much resource in the early game. I have Stun Spore on Badoo now, so that'll help, though. That'll help in the cave. I wonder what I'm gunning for out of the cavern encounter. I mean, it's probably only gonna be between Geodude and Zubat, right? In some ways, getting a rock type is nice. At the same time, I do feel like I don't know how necessary it'll be. I guess it'll be really useful early game, and then by the time that I get Torterra is when I won't need Graveler anymore anyway. Because I don't have trait evolutions available to me, I don't think. I guess it doesn't really matter. Early Crobat would go pretty crazy. But Staraptor is also quite a good flying type. So I'm not super stressed about it. But getting Crobat on the earlier side obviously would be really good. Won't be immediately good because Golbat is like 20-something, I want to say. But once it does come online, I mean, Crobat in Gen 4... Is Crobat literally the fastest Pokemon in Gen 4? If not, it's got to be super close. They're Electrode, maybe. I think Electrode is in the Gen. But other than Electrode, I think it's the fastest. I can't think of anything that gets ahead of it. Because they really didn't used to make fast Pokemon nearly as much as they do in the modern games. Okay. Let's get San Vitalia into the front of my party. What do you give me, random cavern guy? Alakazam. Alakazam might be 130 as well. I don't remember exactly, but I know he's fast. Oh, we get Rock Smash. Oh, but we can't use it without the gym badge. Okay. Understandable. Have a nice day. Is there anybody that should be carrying Rock Smash? You know what? Kricketune could end up being my HM hoarder guy. He takes cut, he takes Rock Smash. I think he takes strength later. We could run Kricketune as my HM guy. It's nice for him to have an attacking move other than Fury Cutter as well, I think. Alright, let's get our encounter. What's it gonna be? Oh! It's not just Zubat and Geodude. We got a Psyduck. Wait. That is certainly better, though. That's gotta be, like, pretty nice. I guess the only downside of getting Psyduck here is that it might make it so that if there's a good cave later, I won't be able to narrow the encounter pool down as easily. But I certainly do need a usable water type in the early game, and Psyduck definitely fits the bill for that. No pun intended. So I'm not complaining. I just realized my overlay thing that's supposed to show my team isn't working. What? Why not? What? That... Okay, I'm so confused. I changed it off of looking for the window that this actually is to looking at VTube Studio, and for some reason it's showing now. Well, you know, if it works, it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm just gonna put that there. Are you kidding me? I paralyzed him and it's still not enough to catch. Are you joking? Why does everything in this game have a catch rate of 12 quintillion, bro? Like, get in the ball. Hello? You're a level 5 Psyduck. Please. Dog. Dog, you cannot be for real. What is this? Hold on. I need to go into somebody that I can hit him with. Let me rock smash this fool real quick. God, I love Kricketune. The most iconic battle cry. Oh, I would have killed him with a crit there. That was risky. That is true. I forgot to update the fact that he evolved already because it happened so early. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Yellow HP paralyzed Psyduck. There is no way that this breaks out. Thank you. Oh my dude. This game is giving me trust issues. Genuinely cannot believe how many Pokeballs I've burnt through in the early game. All right, song name for a Golduck. Ooh, you know what? Where is it? Is the song just called Rainy? There's a song that I really like by Okayu that came out this year that's literally just called Rainy. I'm going to roll with that. It's a water type. It works. Yura, 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 ita. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. That song is really chill, very relaxing. We're gonna fight the trainers, even though they're skippable, because I ain't no coward. I will run away from Geodude, though. Hello, Geodude. Yeah, I guess Geodude's not as, like, necessary in Gen 4, because I can't think of a normal gym for this game. Normally, getting the rock encounter really early is super clutch for if there's a normal gym. Like, I always think of Gen 5, you know, where they have Retaliate as the gym move, and it's like, oh, you do not hit the rock type encounter to get a switch in for Retaliate. That move can be really scary, bro. Like, for a vanilla game Nuzlocke, that fight is really hard. But, yo, in Gen 4, I can't really think of a gym where rock is, like, that advantageous. Because what are the gyms in this game? There's rock as the first one. I missed tackle. This game sucks. There's the rock gym at the start. There is... what else? What's gym 2 in this game? Grass. Then gym 3 is... Ghost. Is Crasher Wake gym 4? There's water. Gym 5. I don't remember. I think Crasher Wake is the 5th one. And there's steel, ice, and what even is gym 8? Electric. What's up, TND? How's it going? It feels like weirdly dangerous to be leaving my Turtwig in here, even though there's nothing that can happen to him. Like, genuine crit does not matter. I'm in safe range, but it doesn't matter. It still feels scary to just leave him in on yellow HP. Especially because that's my son. Like, if Turtwig dies, the run is over in my heart. Like, I would be so depressed if I let my Turtwig die. Because that's my son. That's my baby. Fun fact, I remember when I was younger, Jake literally gave me a shiny Turtwig for my birthday one time. He traded me it. Dude, those were simpler days. I still remember that. That was so sick. Did you shiny hunt for that yourself? Out of curiosity. How did you get that? Did you grind for it? Because that was back in the old days when shiny rates were, like, bad as well. Traded for it? I kind of thought so. But still, I think that was before there were, like, easily places to get a fraudulent Pokemon. You know, like something generated in. Shinies had, like, such a mythical air to them back in the day. Back before people cheated and the odds were not, like, 1 in 8,000. I think they're still, like, 1 in 4,000, which is plenty rare, but not quite so rare, you know? See a box full. Yeah, exactly. I don't think I've ever legit found a shiny in an old game. I don't know if you guys have. Because I'm thinking about, in my experience, I think I hatched a shiny Grookey in Gen 8 one time. When I was, like, breeding for competitive stuff. Back before I cheated like everybody else. I got a shiny Grookey one time in Gen 8, but on the old games, back with like the odds were 1 in 8,000 or whatever, I don't think a single time I've ever found a shiny just out and about. It's just so rare. I have zero memory of ever finding one, which is maybe why it felt so special when you gave me a shiny Turtwig back in the day. Is because I think that was my first ever shiny that I had. Oh, there's my rival. What's up, shiny? Hun? Huh with an N in the middle is... I don't think I've ever seen that. Huh? Oh, it's you, Twi. You finally got here. You're slow like always. This guy always calling me slow, man. What the heck, bro? Anyway, the gym leader's tough. Like, seriously serious. If the gym leader's this tough, I wonder how he compares to my dad. Huh? I just drifted there. Anyway, the gym leader's gone off to the coal mine. If you want to take on the gym leader, you better go off to the mine. Okay. You know, I guess it makes sense for our friend Shiny here to have trouble with the rock gym leader, since he is straddled with having Chimchar as his starter. You know, a good thing in every other capacity, but not ideal for the rock gym at the start of the game. But you do get Mach Punch with Monferno. Like, they were really intentful about the starter leveling in these old games, you know? They made it specifically so that the fire type would evolve early so that you get Mach Punch in time. Okay, I'm gonna sell one of my medicines each so that I have enough to get my Premier Ball. Yippee! We get our bonus Premier Ball. And then is this still just mail? Yeah, there's Tunnel Mail. Woo! Oh, there's Heal Balls as well. That's kind of cool. What's your guys' favorite Pokeball to catch a Pokemon in? What do you think is the coolest looking one? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I have like a universal favorite. Luxury Ball's really cool. Premier Ball is super classic, always clean. Friend Ball's kind of cute. I think Premier is probably my favorite. It's just very clean. It's not anything too extra. Matching the ball color to the Pokemon is always cool, though. I agree. I don't always remember to go out of my way to do it, but it always feels cool when you get a Pokeball that matches thematically. What do I got here? A Dire Hit? Oh, I could have sold that for money. A Yellow Shard. What are the shards for? I don't even remember. Do you give me anything? No, you just talk about sorting coal. I think there was a house with something somewhere, or one of these like construction workers maybe gives you something. Super Potion. Thank you. It's cute to see the Machops out here working as well. Use it with move tutors. Oh, I see. Oh, the guy in the house doesn't give me anything. So stingy. All right, well, we go to the mines. So we back in the mines. Got our pickaxe swinging from side to side. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me use my repel real quick, because I think the game gave me a repel. We're gonna repel and go into the deeper part of the cave and hope that it gives me a better Pokemon down here. I gotta be tactical about this. I'm trying to think what, like, different encounters open up down here. I think it might be Onyx. You ever played Pokemon Conquest? Dude! I've been trying to remember what the RPG-esque Pokemon, like, DS game that you used to show me was. It was Conquest! I remember! I think I've played it. I don't think I ever beat it. I think I played it, though. I remember that you really liked that game when we were younger, dude. Okay, what do you got for me this time, game? I actually got the Onyx. Wait, this is terrible. I can't even evolve it because there's no trait evolutions. This is just the Onyx. This sucks. Wait, Onyx is bad. Why did I do this? I'm a genius. I catch the garbage rock snake. Keeping Zubat and Geodude for even more late game cave encounters because they're so good and I just want to have them. Also, how am I going to chip damage this without killing it? I could go Kricketune, but I'm kind of scared of rock throw damage. Especially with Screech. Like, that's going to hurt. Let's go Bidoof. Bind. Uh-oh. Why is Onyx scary? Wait, catching this is actually going to be hard. Okay. Let's go Kricketot then. Harden? Dude. This guy's kind of scary. That does nothing. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is hella weak. Okay, good. We get the full paralysis. That's what we like to see. Okay, he's yellow. Yellow HP. Paralyzed. Surely he will get in the ball. Onyx catch rate is low though. I'm gonna get him a little lower. If I crit him, it'll kill though. That's the scary part. Let's just catch. Let's just get in the ball. How about that? Okay, maybe it's not good enough. You know what? I don't have that many Pokeballs. I'm poor. Just don't crit. Okay, nice. No crit. We're chilling. He's just hardening over there. He's just chilling. That's not a good sign. Oh, he has Rock Throw. Eek. Okay, I wasn't dead to crit. Good. Okay, let's go to my son. With the bibbidi bobbidi boo up. Bibbidi bobbidi boo up. Yeah. Bind. Okay. Okay, bind only does 2 damage. That's less than I thought. Bind is terrible. What the? That's so little. Okay, dude, he is literally red HP status. I can't even get a shake. This is bad. Like, I don't know if I'm getting an encounter here. At this rate. Maybe he wants the swag ball. Maybe he wants the premiere. I wasted my premiere ball. Okay, okay. No, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not worried at all. Please. Oh? 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 Yeah, okay. It took us a minute, but we got him. We managed to bag the Onyx. All right. What song name for an Onyx? What if I pick an artist that is completely not Onyx vibe? Like, what if I put like a Leve song? You know what? When it comes to rock types, this is the second best. So let's do second best. All right. I know some of the trainers down here are like actual trainers that you can fight. Also, I should really level up my Psyduck. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. That's irresponsible of me. Yeah, water gun, clean. The infinite one rare candy. I know. I can't believe I found it. It was crazy. Yeah, I was just walking down the Route 201 and then suddenly there's just this infinite rare candy on the ground. Isn't that a crazy steal to find? Must have been a hidden item. I missed that one when I was a kid. I just wasn't as astute, you know. I didn't have my eyes open for it. Oh, I forgot. I don't have a repel. Dude, I'm so spoiled from playing Run and Bun where there's literally an item that just toggles having infinite repel turned on or off. So convenient. I forgot what the vanilla Pokemon experience of running through a cave is like. I love being jumped by Geodude and Zubat every 2 seconds. My favorite gameplay loop. Oh, I only am not using speed up because I'm on stream. When I play Pokemon games like this off stream, I like permanently have my finger on the speed up button. If I wasn't on stream, even if I was just chilling, I would 100% that you would be hearing this as your background audio the whole time. I just feel like it's not as good of background noise, but it's sped up. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's something about the it is not quite as soothing, you know? Okay. So I gotta box somebody to bring Onyx onto the team, and I think that is obviously gonna be Bidoof. I think Bidoof not doing that much for me in the early game here. I think we can send him off to the box. Let's go second best. Goodbye, Espresso. Alright, and now we can level our guys a little bit going into the gym. I think the gym trainers are optional, but I will be fighting them because I'm not a coward. So I'll do level 12 for Turtwig, and then level 4... I'll do level 13 for Psyduck as my fallback, and then 14 for everybody else, since that's the level cap. So I think we get Stravia at 14 if memory serves, which is pretty good. Double team! Oh, that's cringe. Get it in there. I mean, look... Tackle literally has 0 use case over Quick Attack. It is genuinely tragic that in the old games, Tackle is 35 base power and also only 95 accuracy. Like, who was really sitting there at Pokemon, at Game Freak, at Nintendo, making Tackle 35 base power normal move, start of the game, and they really thought... You know what? We gotta balance this one. We gotta make it 95 accuracy. Like, dude, Scratch is 40 and also can't miss. Pound, I believe, is also 40 and I don't think it can miss either. Why did they only make the weakest one of the three the one that can miss? Like, it's so stupid. It's truly fascinating. What I wouldn't give to have a look into the psyche of the early 2000s Game Freak employee. Alright, so we can get Cricketune up and over. Leech Life. See, I'm so new school Pokemon brained. I was like, oh, that's a big upgrade. Leech Life. And then I remembered in Gen 4, Leech Life is base 20. 2-0. I also didn't realize Fury Cutter used to only be base 10 when it starts. Dude, bug types used to be so garbage. What? Dude, bug types actually used to be so bad. What? That is hysterical. Wow. Bug is ass, bro. Damn. They really didn't do any favors for the bug type. Holy. Base 10, dude. Wow. That is... Damn. Alright. We got the squad all leveled up. Rage. This move always confuses me, but I think it's decent. Bind is only 75 accuracy? Holy garbage. I don't really understand how rage mechanics work, but I kind of know because there's a really interesting strat in Emerald Kaizo where against Brawly, you can sweep him with... What Pokemon? I think it's Rage Fearow. It's one of the only setup moves in the game is you use Rage and you just let them keep hitting you until you get enough boosts up and then you try and sweep. But I think you have to like continually click Rage to keep getting more boosts off of it, if I remember correctly. It's probably not going to come up, but let me go ahead and evolve on our overlay. We got Staravia in here. And without further ado, let's go and get our first badge, ladies and gentlemen. You give me anything like a freshwater? No, freshwater is Gen 5. It is always going to be weird to me that they designed so many skippable trainers in the early game of Gen 4. Like, I wonder why. I feel like it just kind of goes against the spirit of the game to have so many trainers that you can just walk straight past. And not like the ones where it feels cool because they like turn in two directions and you time it so that they're not looking at you when you run by. Just straight up people that you can just walk behind. Especially this gym. Like, they really went out of their way to put architecture for you to skip right past the gym trainers. Although I suppose if you're not rare candying, the extra XP is probably worth your while anyway. Because these guys are pretty easy. They just have Geodudes. That's kind of the funny thing about these old Pokemon games. A lot of them have, like, almost the same gym. Like, I swear this gym is literally the exact same rock gym as the one that's in Gen 1, except they added a Cranidos after the Onix. And that's, like, it. Or is it two Geodudes and a Cranidos? I don't remember if it's a Geodude and Onix and a Cranidos or two Geodudes and a Cranidos. Oh, I got Razor Leaf. Sheesh. Oh, Onyx has terrible special defense, so Absorb might still be better, though. Because Onyx is, like, really extremely high defense, but terrible special defense. Yeah, Absorb packs him up. Bye-bye. Get owned, youngster Darius. Alright, let's get to level 14 on all of our homies. Disable, that's kind of fun. Take that over... Probably water sport. I can't see a need for a water type running water sport, like, I think ever. It's already resisted, man. You'll be fine. Also for... Oh, wait, this is timid nature. That's actually kind of hype. That's like our first actual good nature Pokemon. Alright, we got the squad. We got my son, Bibbidi Ba. Ready to cook Rourke. I'm but one trainer who decided to walk proudly with Rock-type Pokemon. As a gym leader, I need to see your potential as a trainer, and I'll need to see the toughness of the Pokemon that battle with you. I'm pretty sure my Pokemon got this in the bag, Rourke, but if you insist... If you insist on getting cooked by my boy... Because this is back when Geodude didn't even have the benefit of Sturdy being a real ability. Like, Sturdy nowadays being basically a Focus Sash is pretty useful, you know? You live any hit on 1 HP. For a Pokemon with 2-4 times weaknesses, that's pretty clutch. Sturdy back in the day, you know what Sturdy back in the day did? It prevented one-hit KO moves. Not moves that will kill you in one hit because they're that strong. Moves that specifically are one-hit KO moves. So like your Fissure, your Sheer Cold, your Guillotine, you know, all the ones where it's a 30% chance to OHKO, but like 70% chance to just miss and do nothing. Those moves, that's what Sturdy blocks back in the day. And that's it. That's the whole ability. Almost never comes into play. Oh, big crit. Get him, Bibbidi Ba. I'm farming him, dude. I'm literally healing off of him. Shoo, we got the mid-battle level up. Okay. Get him, Turtwig. And then Cranidos. And you take down the next Pokemon like you did earlier. Has Mold Breaker. Oh, no. Anyway. Oh, Headbutt Flinch. That's scary. That actually did a lot of damage. Hold up. He actually kind of hit. Oh, and he lives. Eek. Okay. So he did 15 damage. I'm dead to a crit. Crit will kill me. Let's go Onyx. He already used 1 potion. Surely they wouldn't give the first gym leader 2 potions. There's Stealth Rocks as well. It's going to kind of hurt. Never mind. That did 2 damage to me. Okay, that's a crit. I was like, Onyx took like 10 damage? What? No, it's a crit. Okay. Bonk. And the crit. Get him back. You get him back, Onyx. Get your get back. There you go. Second best did come to the fight and put up the second best performance. I can't knock. Onyx did a good job. I'm proud of you. Let's go. First gym badge. Yippee! TM76. I bet it's going to be Rock Polish. Or wait, Stealth Rock? Okay, Stealth Rock is a pretty good... like TM to have though. Like that could definitely be useful if I get the right Pokemon later. Stealth Rock, a OP move. Very, very good. Where's the Pokemon Center? Down here? Also, what's my next level cap? I think Valley Windworks is like level 17, so I don't want to over-level myself for that too much. I'll just go to like 16 on everybody. When does Groddle evolve? 18? Oh, I misclicked. Okay, I guess Groddle is already 17. Does Groddle evolve at 17? I feel like maybe. Oh, back when Curse didn't show as a ghost type move and it's just a bunch of question marks. That's nostalgic. I forgot about that. Okay, I think Groddle is 18. Well, this will be interesting. Now I'm doing the rest of this, like, split, sort of, with no Turtwig if I can avoid it. A little leveling. I guess I'll speed up a little bit for the leveling. Worry Seed. Maybe over Water Sport. There we go. Guess I'll lead with Staravia. Very cool. You know, I might actually just call it with one gym badge for tonight. I think that's a solid start to our journey. We got some new friends. We got our first gym badge. It's a good way to get it started. I would have never guessed the Onyx kill in the early game. That kind of surprised me. I'll probably keep it a little bit short today. I don't want to yap my head off too hard because I got a recording day tomorrow. I got to record some music, so got to keep my pipes ready to go. But thank you guys for hanging. You can click them in here and they make their cry. Sorry. Look, you can't hear it and not say it back. Remember to say to Cricketune on your way out, guys. But yeah, fun little playthrough. I'll probably keep continuing it maybe next week. For now, just a short one for today. I'll head over to my outro screen. Hello. I'm going to be taking tomorrow to do some music recording. But Friday, we're going to do some community games. We're going to do board game night. I'm very excited. Hope you guys will come to play some board games. We're going to do... last time I had a lot of fun playing Settlers of Catan with everybody. I think we also did some chess, some Scrabble. Of course, a couple of my favorites. Probably throw those in. I'm going to look to see if I can find anything else that plays easily for board games, like just on the browser or whatever. Should be fun. Saturday, we're going to continue the Minecraft server. Of course, it's always still up, so you're free to hop on if you want. Get a head start before Saturday so you can come flex on me with a bunch of cool stuff or surprise me if you built anything near spawn. And Sunday, I'm going to do a short cover on stream. You know, I did a stream a long time ago making a short cover, but it's kind of outdated, so I figured I'll do another one for the fans. Thank you guys for hanging. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.